Hello there, welcome back to Building the Boys, and I have issue 91 of Hachette's Build the Dizzy Doll's House. Now in this one, as kind of predicted, we're going to be finishing what we started with the roof on the last one. So starting with the tiles that we had before, we're going to go from 10 upwards and build up the rest of the roof. We're then going to move around to the side, and we're going to do the side panel of Belle's roof. We also receive the second part of the frame. Now if you remember in the last one we received, where have I put it? Put it somewhere, don't know where. We received the roof panel. We've got the other half of that, so we're going to put those together to create the full roof panel. So that's pretty much it. We've got a lot of tiling to do, but I'm quite happy with that because I said the last time I really enjoyed tiling the roof. I am using the all-purpose method again because it just did wonders for me the last time, so stick with what's working. We received some parts in this one for Winnie the Pooh's room. It's been a while since we've had anything for Winnie the Pooh. And you'll be glad to know we don't have to build this. So it's not buildable furniture for Winnie the Pooh's room. I think it's the first time we've had that. We've got a cuckoo clock and a little stool. So we'll take a look at those. We're going to bring the house up, we're going to get this built, and we're going to get into it. So if you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe, helps the channel massively. But let's get this open, let's have a look at what we get. Let's have a look at our pretty bits. Okay, so let's take a look at our pretties. This is what we've got. We have this chair here. And this cuckoo clock here. So this will go on the back wall of Winnie the Pooh's room. It's very lovely. Go on the back wall of Winnie's room. And then we have this stool here. It is fabric, so it's fabric padded. That's nice. That's nice. This kind of wicker rattan effect chair. It's nice. Pooh's garden, I think, is going to be a little underrated, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. Now, inside here, you'll find these. You're going to need those, so hold on to those. We're going to be using those later on. But they are nicely hidden in the bottom of this box, so you are going to need these. So let's keep those safe. Right, let's bring the house up and let's get tiling. Okay, so this is the section we're going to be focusing on, where we stopped last time. So starting at number 10 from the ones we got the last time, we're going to be building our way up until we get to, we're not putting this final one on. That comes on after we put the roof on. So not long until that happens, but we're building up to here, so then we'll be done. Then we're going to put the house away. We're going to build some wall, and then we're going to bring the house back up, and we're going to be focusing on the opposite end of the house. I'm very careful of how I've said that. You'll see the blooper reels at Christmas as to what I referred to it as originally, and it was a complete accident. If you're confused, don't worry. About 4 weeks' time, there'll be a blooper reel video, and you'll see what I referred to as this part of the house by a complete accident. I'm laughing because it took me about half an hour to stop laughing. But we're going to do this and then we'll take a look. So there we are, fully tarred up to 16. Now this one up here, we're not going to install that yet. When we put the roof on, then we put this last one in. It goes underneath the trim, but I'm very happy with it. I like how this has turned out. I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. Very happy with it indeed. That's lovely. Right, now we're going to do a bit of internal work. I say that. We're going to put this down, build the wall, and then we're going to move to the Beauty and the Beast end. Okay, so now we can put the house away. We're moving on to this part here. What we're going to do is we're going to marry these two pieces together. So we are going to glue here, 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 and here. Then we're going to slide them together. So I'm going back to the old power gel for this one, because you don't need loads, but you need enough to probably be useful if I got the one that actually had some power gel in it. What can I say? It's late on a Sunday. Okay, some there, some there, some there, some there. Now we're going to go a little here, a little here, a little there. It's not loads, just enough to make a bond, because it should fit quite tight. That's what we want. We want this snug. So these will slot together. So make sure you get these. There we go. So at the top, just fold these in, and it will all come together like so. There we are. So we're going to let this dry. We're going to let this do this thing, and then we will have this one complete piece here. Now, naturally, we're going to tile all of this at some point, but before we get to that, we are going to paper it. So we're going to be using 2 pieces of wallpaper that came in this. We've got more Donald's paper and more of Belle's wallpaper. So we're going to be turning this over and papering those. But we're going to let this dry, so we're going to give this 5-10 minutes. Okay, so that's all dry now. And if you can remember the little metal plates I mentioned at the beginning, these are these here. Now we're going to pop them here, 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 and here. And again, this is very much a super glue job because you want these to hold, because a magnet is going to pull at these later on, and you want to make sure these hold nicely. So I'm going to get these glued up and glued in. I'll show you me doing one, and then we'll have a look at the actual finished thing. All right. So let's start with this one over here. I think that's the most visibly suitable one. There we go. So again, not loads. You don't need loads of super glue, but enough super glue to make an impact, definitely. And then, quite simply, we're going to drop that one in. And that's it. That's all you've got to do. And we will do that 3 more times across there. So you'll be looking something like that, as you can see. Yeah, we'll get the other 3 put in, and then it's time to paper this. So there we have it. That's all 4 of those glued in. The next thing we're going to do is paper this. So we're going to put Donald's wallpaper on the right-hand side, Belle's on the left-hand side. Now, that is the reverse of what we've done in the house, but if you think about it, when we flip this over, it makes sense. Make sure, okay, it's the panelled side, not the side you're wallpapering. This is the side you're wallpapering. This is Donald's room. This is Belle's room. Donald, Belle, or alphabetical, B, D. There you go. Right, so going to get the wallpaper ready and we get this papered. Okay, so this is how we're going. Now, don't worry about covering the metal. You're supposed to cover the metal, right? So don't think you've got to leave those exposed. You really don't. We're just going all the way down with this. So there we go. We're going to do it in one. We're going to be brave and just go for it. Okay, now, as always, I'm going to take my microfiber. I'm going to give this a nice smooth. Make sure this has got a nice, good bond to it. There we go. So that's that one on. Simple as that. Now the next thing to do is to add your Beauty and the Beast wallpaper. Now this has got the faintest of faint guidelines to trim, but it is there. I mean, my eyes are terrible. I'm having trouble seeing it. I doubt this camera's picking it up. But we're going to trim this. There should be a curvature to this. I'll show you what it looks like. Then we're going to add it to the left-hand side. Okay, so this is how we'll be looking after you've cut that to the curve. So that's going to slot on there like so. It's going to go right up to the top. It's going to fit snug next to the Donald wallpaper. And we're going to install that like so. So I'm going to get that stuck on, then we're going to flip it over and we're going to trim this out. So once that's attached, that's what you're going to be looking like at this stage. And the next thing we do is we're going to flip this one over. And we've got to trim out all the window pieces. So I'm going to get that done. As always with trimming, take your time. And because this one's got curvature to it, you need to kind of rock this so it goes with it, you see. So as you get to this point, roll back so it sits nice and flat against your cutting board. So you get a nice clean cut round, which I'm not getting. There we go. Seriously, time for a new blade in my scalpel. I'm going to go across the bottom. Now we should, there we go, a couple bits and pieces need to be taken out there. Yeah, seriously need a new blade. I have lots, but unfortunately I'm lazy. So I can't be bothered to change it, but it's definitely time. There we are. Right, let's trim down here. Yeah, I really don't want to pull that. I'm making a meal out of this. There we go. So that's that one out. Right. So this big piece out there. Again, worth holding on to, these big pieces. We have this one here, and this should just be white when this one comes out, I think. Nearly. There we go. So that's that one out. Whew! Right, now 2 little windows at the top. So I'm just going to trim those out and we'll take a look. Okay, so that's how we're now looking. With that now done, this is it for this for now. We're bringing the house back up and we are going to be tiling the end of Belle's room. You'll see what I'm talking about. This is the section we're now working on. This is the window to Belle's room. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going right up to here and then no further. Measure everything before you fit it. So test fit it before you glue it is what I'm saying. So if you need to trim a little bit off to make it fit, then trim a little bit off to make it fit. These are guidelines at the end of the day. They're not the rule. So if you need to trim a tiny little bit to make it fit, do that. So I'm going to get this glued up and we'll take a look at it. So that is the Belle side of the house all tiled up. Lovely. And we're going to put this one on again when the ceiling goes on, we'll be done. But you can see we can move all the way around now. It's looking absolutely lovely. I love this. I think this looks beautiful. I really do. I can't wait. Can't wait to have all of this done. And again, as I said, if you want your name on my house, I'll put your name on my house. I like the idea of having everybody's names on here. And so if you've been a watcher for a long time, you've been building along with us, let us know. Your name can be on my house. It'll be covered up. We're the only ones that know. It's a secret message hidden in the wall. So yeah, if you want your name in there, let me know and we'll put your name in. Let's have a chat. So that's that one done. And beautiful it is too. You can just see the the peak of it here. It's lovely. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I really do. And I'm very happy with the roof. I think it looks gorgeous. I really do. I know not everyone was blown away by it. I think it looks great. I think it looks really good. In the next one, we are building the bay windows, I believe. They go on the back. We are. So we're building the dormer windows that go on the back and the side. So we're building 2 of those, attaching them to the house, tiling them as well. And this is really going to start coming to life because that's where we are now. I mean, the actual structure of the house is pretty much built. We still have the roof to put on, but that's coming very soon. Once that's done, we are just prettying the house. That's what we're doing, beautifying the house, giving it a glow up, if you will. Because the main structure of the house is complete now. We are literally finishing it up because we've got 29 left to go. 29, that's all we got left. And it's beautifying it. So it's putting the fascia on, it's putting the pretty windows on, it's doing the final touches to this. The roof takes up a lot of our time. We've got chimneys and whatnot to put on, dormer windows, bay windows, we've got to do all of that. So it's a lot, and these are quite full on. I mean, that issue there has taken me an hour. It doesn't look like an hour on film, but it's taken me an hour to do. And I loved every minute of it. I never thought I'd like doing these tiles, I really didn't. But honestly, with the old, yeah, it's a dream, it really is. That's all from me. I'll be back very soon with issue 91. If you haven't yet, please remember to both like and subscribe. It helps the channel massively, and we just love having you along for the journey. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice, and I will see you very, very soon for issue 91 of Hachette's Build a Dizzy Doll's House. Until then, take care, and I'll see you soon.